Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aries, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Aries, I hope that you are doing well. I just started to feel tunneling in my ear, which alerts me to the fact that your spirit guides have just entered the scene before I've started anything. So I just did the Leo reading, and I Palo Santo'd, and I cleansed the decks and everything. So I know these spirit guides are yours. I wanted to show you this beautiful ruby crystal tower that I have on my desk today, because I just wanted to have some of this gorgeous energy. I think this is probably my favorite color ever, and it's just like a raspberry. It's absolutely beautiful, and I wanted these readings to be a little sultry, to be a little playful, which they kind of have been so far, at least how I feel about them. I don't know, you'd have to ask the other signs if that's true. For your reading today, for the overall energy, I'm going to be using the Elemental Oracle, and for your tarot reading, the Light Seers Tarot. So we're just going to get one card for Aries, please, Spirit. For Aries. Yeah, well, doesn't this make sense? Number 8, which is the Strength card in the Major Arcana, Leo energy. And the word is fire. The word above it is ignition. I'm definitely talking to the Aries collective, if ever I was. I don't know if I've pulled this card for you guys before. I don't think that I have. I've pulled something fiery for you, but I think it was kind of like a volcanic scene. Ignition. So there could be something that you are just getting off the ground, that you are starting some new endeavor. And there's so much power behind it, and so much of divine energy behind it too. We can see these geometric shapes, something that looks like a stargate. References the Strength card though in the Major Arcana. The Strength card, number 8, talks about this mastery over our ego center, the place where we protect ourselves and also keep ourselves in fear. And the idea with the Strength card, when that card shows up, is to overcome that fear. Fear of loss, fear of rejection, fear of embarrassment, fear, whatever fear, when trying something new. I think you are, certainly. You know, her body posturing is like, it's slanted to, it's a little weird, kind of, it's a little strange, the way she's slanted, and it kind of, Spirit is showing me somebody winding up for the pitch, but not a baseball pitch, a softball pitch. So you could play softball. That's kind of random, but it's not so much about the softball, although that could be relevant to somebody. It's more about the wind-up. Softball wind-ups are very peculiar to me. I don't know why, because they're like underhanded. Has someone been underhanded to you? Take that as it resonates. I'm not suggesting you are the underhanded one. Perhaps there was somebody that was underhanded to you, and it caused you to have to start something new. It caused you to have to bring out the classic Aries, fiery energies. Want to be careful, right? What's the expression that Spirit's bringing to me? You play with fire, you're going to get burned. So, got to be mindful as Aries collective that we are careful with how we use our power. 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier, past, present, future. Advice from Spirit. Yeah. Two more. One fell on the ground. So I will show it to you. It's the moon. Number 18, Pisces energy, sometimes attributed to Cancer. This is the extra card that came out, so I'm going to treat it as if it's what's going on in the subconscious energies, which if there was ever a card that could belong in the subconscious energies, it would be the moon, which talks about these dreamy, secretive, illusory concepts. Moon card is all about kind of shadow energy, darkness, the psychic realms, things being mysterious. And you got this card in reverse, which is to suggest that things are coming to the surface now, that whatever this underhanded, I think there's something to it, this because it's so specific as to not be coincidental, right? Not that I believe in coincidence, but whatever could have been underhanded behavior in your life is now coming to the surface, and you're having to respond in kind. Spirit just said, respond in kind. Let's start with the past energy, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in the upright, all the knights bring fast messages, fast action. Think of them as the teenagers of the tarot. They're just raring to go, although this particular knight is tremendously slow because we're dealing with Pentacles energy, the 4 suits of the the 4 suits of the tarot. The Pentacle suit is Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and it's slow because it has to do with the material world. So we have free will and we can make decisions. We can make all sorts of decisions. But we're dealing with a whole world of people that also have free will, and we have to deal with their decisions. So we have to allow for things to play out as they will. Spirit can make anything happen, but they are having to honor other people's free will. So here, normally this would be a card of somebody coming in to deliver an opportunity. And with the card in reverse, I see that that opportunity that you may have been looking forward to perhaps did not come to bear any fruit, did not come to fruition. It is clarified by the 5 of Wands. Excuse me. 5 of Wands talks about chaos and conflict. And I always look at this particular 5 of Wands as kind of, we're stepping all over ourselves. It's not even about other people. There's inner turmoil and inner conflict, and you're kind of battling with yourself, right? Here's that fire energy. It's almost like we'll do anything to just get out of this situation. Spirit is slightly ringing my ear right now. We're going to do anything to get out of this energy and to reach towards what we know. What we know might involve anger, because that is fiery hot. I can't not say it. Not just anger, but also passion. The word here is ignition. I want to remind you, so it's that spark. But there is a lot of conflict with it, a little battling within you over, it's almost like, okay, this opportunity didn't work out, so what am I going to do now? Maybe go after something that, you know, seems familiar. What was this opportunity, Spirit? Or what is it that they were waiting for in the past? Queen of Swords. Information, clarity, truth. So maybe this has to do with relationship. It doesn't have to be. I mean, it could be a business partnership, but Queen of Swords is air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You could be dealing with one of those signs. It doesn't have to be. Queen of Swords talks about somebody who is really discerning and insists on knowing the truth. She hides the cup behind bars there, the cup of love, because she's not interested in feelings and emotions. She's interested in cold hard facts. The thing that I always like to say about the Queen of Swords is that she already knows what the truth is. She just wants you to tell her. That's what's so awesome about her. I find myself in this energy a lot at work. It's, you know, you already knew something was going down, but then you question people and say, okay, tell me when you found out this X, Y, and Z happened. How long have you known? And knowing full well I've already know the answer to it. But it's more about the Queen of Swords, like making sure that you know that she knows. You know that she knows. So there's something here where you were being very, I feel like there's a little bit of calculated energy, but I almost feel like you didn't feel like you had a choice. You had to do what you had to do, Aries. I heard somebody say, oh, it wasn't personal, but I feel like it was. I feel like it was personal. I gotta get one more card on that. I need to know a little bit more. What's this truth? What's this information? Spirit. Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, we say it's not about feelings, it's not personal. And yet here we are with the Page of Cups. Expressions of love, expressions of apology from the heart space. This is not your energy, it's somebody else, perhaps, that owed you an apology and you never got it. Oh, Aries, it feels a little bitter. Don't be bitter. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. I'm very bitter about things. But Spirit is telling you. It's interesting, too, because it's, you know, have to be careful that we don't go in overdrive in the opposite direction and take that as it resonates. What's in the present energy? Well, this is kind of beautiful. Three of Pentacles. This talks about co-creation with Spirit, with a community, building something. You see this tapestry being formed here. Collaboration and creativity. So that's beautiful energy. So all that energy before was in the past. That's already happened. So this is nice because it just, one, the color palette is a little calmer. So it just kind of shows me that things are kind of coming to a grounded place, not in a bad way, but in a way that is necessary for all of us. We live a human experience, and it's important for us to be grounded in the present moment. I just put my hands together like this, almost in like a prayer position or Reiki or meditation. Just we have to bring ourselves back to the present moment. Clarified, however, by the Two of Pentacles. So 2 and 3 of Pentacles which doesn't actually happen as often as you think it would, that two successive cards would show up next to each other. Two of Pentacles in the upright talks about multitasking and juggling, and in the reverse it's kind of like we are focused, that we're not confused about anything, about what it is that we need to work on in the present energy. We have a project going. We could be consulting other people. We could be consulting and co-creating with spirit, manifesting, but we're not confused about what it is that we need to prioritize. Because in this position, it's like you're spreading yourself too thin. What are we building here, Spirit? What is Aries building, creating? Let's see, Eight of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, this actually now looks like we're building a self-care practice. It's not something that you can, well, that's not true. We build in a self-care practice. It depends on what the self-care practice is, and that you could actually see it on the outside. So this could be an exercise regimen. It could be meditation. It could be therapy. It could be, did I say exercise? Just connecting with nature. The reason why I say this is because the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups are looking out in reverse. This is Cancer energy. Queen of Cups is all about the heart space. It's all about the lovingness, because in the past here I just felt this coldness, and now warmth is trying to return back to your heart. Queen of Cups is very generous with her heart. When I see the card in reverse as it showed up for you, it talks about self-care. It talks about not being selfish, but really focusing on you, focusing on your well-being. Eight of Cups in the upright talks about walking away from something. In the reverse, it's walking towards something. It's almost like rediscovering who you are. Who you are now is what Spirit just said. After all of this, you know, experiences necessarily change us. And so we're constantly having deaths and rebirths in our life. We're constantly closing out chapters and redefining who we are. And I feel as though that's something you're building right now. You're trying to take the steps to discover yourself again, is what I wanted to say. In the future potential, Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands. Really going after what it is you want and unburdening yourself. Ten of Wands talks about burden, but by the time we get to the 10, we go back to the Ace of Wands. We're moving through the Ten of Wands energy. We've traveled all this way. We've found a place to land. We're going to let go of all of this in order to travel light, in order to discover new truths, right? That's your future potential energy. That's really good. It seems somber though. Look at this color palette. It's somber. It's a little on the grayer side, because maybe this self-care involves really looking at some not so pleasant stuff. I kind of feel hermit energy. I need a clarifier. Look at this. Another 10. 10 of Swords in reverse. The Sun in reverse. Another Leo energy. That's two Leo energies. You may have Leo in prominent placements in your chart. The Sun is the best card in the tarot, arguably. Talks about illumination and warmth and life-giving energy. It's everything. It's abundance. It's joy. It's connection. The 10 of Swords, so now that's 2 10s in your reading. The 10 of Swords talks about, it's also kind of a walking away in this particular depiction, but releasing hurt and pain. You got these cards in reverse though. I think it's weird because it was almost like, look at how gray this color palette is, and Spirit just kind of said, okay, let me show you this one. Let me show you all of this emerging sun energy, and then the sun finally coming through, finally radiating in the Aries life. But when the cards are in reverse, we're still working through, like if you're letting go of the baggage, you're still working through the mental aspect of it. And because you're working through the mental aspect, like the kind of invasive thoughts of the bittersweetness that you're trying to let go of, you're not allowing the full breadth of the light to come over the horizon, right? You're not allowing this sun to kind of rise up over the horizon. Conceivably, oh, I never really saw it like this before, but she takes a few more steps over this hill, and then it's like she steps into this. But there's a little bit of delay because you're still holding on to something. You know how I know this? Because Spirit's advice shows me the 3 of Swords. So right next to each other, on the table at least, you got the 2 hardest cards in the deck, and right in the middle is kind of like this illumination. Oh God, I just got the theme song to the Facts of Life in my head. Spirit just gave it to me. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the Facts of Life. That is a show from the early 80s, when I was just a wee lass. I wish I could remember the rest of the theme song. There's a time you gotta show, you gotta grow, you gotta care about the facts of life. I actually hate that theme song, but it's a great message. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. Wow. It's crazy how Spirit gives me those, like that. Like, I haven't thought about that theme song in probably 30 years, at least. Maybe longer. Spirit's advice to you, to work through whatever this feels like long-standing pain. Tough, right? Pain that we've endured and then healed over, and then endured again and then healed over. Stitched up, however haphazardly, just to try and make it. Talk about a gray background. It's clarified by the 3 of Wands. Three, 3 of Wands talks about, the 3 of Wands in the upright talks about waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the wave, as it were, to carry you. You don't have to wait much longer, and Spirit is showing me that. But that last final push, a huge crow just flew. Literally, I'm on the 2nd floor. It flew at my eye level, just right through. That was crazy. Because the sun is shining and it was just like shimmering black. It was notable. It was Spirit. It was notable. The one final push to, almost like Spirit saying, let it all out. Express it. Let it all out. It's almost like you'll feel better. You know, we do everything with compassion, though. At least that's what, thank you, Spirit. That's what I like to say. Hard to do. But, you know, that crow showed up, and I see them all in the trees here. See them all in the trees? They represent thoughts. They represent anxiety. They represent anger. They represent a whole bunch of things. And it's almost like Spirit is saying, allow them to just kind of take their leave. Spirit just wanted me to say, take their leave. So that's your reading, Aries. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aries.